Yo, what's up guys, Boogle here, and it is here the second part to the Prelude to Manic Stages video, and I was gonna include this in the first part, but that video would have been too long, so I'm just gonna make a separate video for it. In the first part, we dived into the actual gacha units that I recommend, but in this video, we're gonna look at the stages you should grind and what to do before taking on those manic stages. And in the background, I'm just gonna have some gameplay of XP stages, maybe some Catfruit stages. And first of all, obviously we gotta start with XP. Now, XP grinding in Battle Cats can be very difficult if you aren't doing it correctly. Yes, there is a correct way to do it, and you'll probably be surprised. Maybe, I'm sure most of you know by now, but if you are to the point where you're ready to take on these manic stages or you're getting prepared for them, there are some stages that you have to avoid and some you have to grind out, because at this point in the game some of the older XP stages will not be enough and it'll just be a waste of energy. So first off, avoid doing the weekend stage. They are not worth it anymore, and the better stages you should be doing are, at the least, it is XP Mega Blitz, because that at least has some worth if you do use the XP up power up. And the next thing is, of course, XP Colosseum, and that's one of the best places for XP because you can do it repeatedly, and bringing Treasure Radar on that is pretty helpful. So you can do that, and Merciless XP, of course. And yes, using your power-ups on this stage is worth as well, your treasure radars and your XP ups. But you must be wondering,
how the hell am I gonna beat XP Merciless?
Well, there is a cat by the name of Ballmer Cat, and this cat is in this lineup right here, and as you can see, it is the cat carrying a whole bunch of bombs, and this is the true form for Flower Cat. And you get Flower Cat by spamming the dojo door in the Battle Cats sub menu, and where it shows where you equip and start battle and everything. You just spam the dojo door for like 5 minutes, then you get Flower Cat, which then evolves to Cooldown Cat. Then there is a stage you can take on the 2nd or 22nd of every month at 2:22 p.m. and it'll only be available for 2 minutes. And if you beat that stage, it is super easy. You only need like one cat to beat it. You will unlock true form version of Cooldown Cat when you beat it, and then of course evolves into Ballmer. And man, Ballmer is the ultimate unit for the XP stages with its guaranteed freeze against black enemies. It is a staple unit, and it is the key to beating Merciless XP. Now, if I had more time to work on this video, I would have got some gameplay for Merciless XP, but I'll explain the simple strategy here. All you really need to do is just stack up Ballmer Cats and Manic Macho Legs. And if you don't have Manic Macho Legs, then you kind of have to rely on other LD units. So extreme LD units. Cyber doesn't really work. It might, but I don't recommend it. Other stuff, Ganesha can work. You just want to be able to hit the director in the back with those craze leg waves, and level 30 is recommended, level 40 even. But if you don't have that, you'll have to go with other LD that can take out the director in the back. And it's just waves of Razorbacks that can be handled by Pizza and Ballmer Cat, and that's pretty much it. 4 stallers, Pizza, Ballmer Cat, and LD, or Manic Macho Legs. But once you have Ballmer, all these XP stages become a huge joke, and you can get it very early. It is super easy to get. Like, you could use a level 1 basic cat and beat the Ballmer Awaken stage. So just keep an eye out on it. The hard part is trying to catch the stage, because it only appears twice in 1 month and for 2 minutes each time only. So it's very hard to catch. You have to set up a timer for it, so just keep an eye out for that. And of course, the basic things I'm sure you already know, grinding out the Catfruit stages. It is highly recommended to grind the first stage instead of the insane one, unless you need epic Catfruits, so keep that in mind, I guess. So do the first stage instead of the insane version if you aren't looking for epic Catfruits. Now let's talk about grinding power-ups, because there was a question in my previous video saying that there is a blitz stage and you can do the blitz stages for power-ups. Yes, if there aren't any lucky ticket stages available, then the blitz stages are the best way for power-ups. Not the normal stages like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. Those stages, do not do the normal ones. Do the Monday blitz stage, Tuesday blitz stage, and all the other blitz stages. And I'll show the drops for all the blitz stages on the screen right here, and you'll be able to see which stage you need to grind to get those power-ups. But ultimately, lucky tickets is the best way to grind power-ups, because you can go from 0 power-ups to 50 in a matter of hours just by doing lucky ticket stages. And let's talk about the cat-based treasure stages. I do recommend avoiding them for now. You will need to grind them in the future, but avoid them from now. Just doing SOL does drop enough materials for the stuff you'll need in the Manic stages. Like, the only thing you really need is slow beam, maybe the freeze cannon, but it isn't needed. It was all possible with the normal cat cannon, so keep that in mind. The most you'll need is the slow beam, and that has to be like at level 3, and it is good enough. Now there is a very nice feature that was added not too long ago in Battle Cats that allows you to catch these stages almost every single time, and this is a very outdated feature. We should have had this a long time ago, but the whole notifications feature with Battle Cats was very weird. It was energy refills, then they added Gamatodo, and then it was that. But now finally there is notifications for stages, event stages. And if you didn't know, there was already a whole schedule feature in Battle Cats in the menu tab, and I'll show that in a second here. But if you did know about it, you would know that trying to catch some of these stages were very annoying, and this whole notifications feature for the event stages really fixed that, and it is super helpful for grinding these stages. Here we are. I'll show the schedule if you do not know. Just click on the menu tab, then click events, then a whole schedule should load up. You can choose the days here, and as of recording this video, it is the 22nd, so it's pretty recent, and it shows all the events that show up in that day. And if you scroll down a little bit further, it shows at what times they show up in. But if you scroll down even further, there is the notification settings for these stages. Now, one thing to note, these notifications will not work if you have notifications disabled for Battle Cats in your app settings. So make sure you go to your notification settings and turn on notifications for Battle Cats. Once you have done that, you could come here and check all the stuff that you want to get notified about. As you can see, I have the Cats of the Cosmos Treasure Festival notified, and all the XP stages, and the ones that I do recommend grinding are those 3. XP stage, leave it alone, and of course all the blitz stages and Catfruit buffet. But yeah, essentially how this works is when that stage comes up, a notification will go off for your phone or device, and it will show that this stage is now on, and boom, hop into Battle Cats, you're right on time for the stage. Now sadly, this isn't for Ballmer Cat, so you're gonna have to try to track down Ballmer Cat and be on time and ready while you're there. So on the 22nd at 2:22 p.m. or the second at 2:22 p.m. It'll be there for 2 minutes, and you have to beat it in 2 minutes. It should only take like 10 seconds, then you can get Ballmer. But a whole bunch of these stages, it is super helpful with these notifications. But yeah, that's essentially all I had to say for the Prelude to Manic stages and the whole XP thing, the grinding Catfruit stages and grinding the power-up stages. But that should pretty much get you prepared for these Manic stages. And of course, user rank is a big thing if you don't have those key gacha units, like I said 10,000 times in the previous video. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Drop a like if it did help you out. Subscribe if you're new. Join the hashtag Boogle gang. Manic guides are next up, and hype for that. So yeah, it's been John Boogle. Join the Boogle Discord in the description below, and see ya.